Number 13. We have a public hearing for speed reduction on South Bay Road between Thompson Road and State Route 31. I have proof of publication from Richard Keene of the Eagle newspapers. The notification was indeed published, and proof of posting from Town Clerk Tracy M. Castleman that the notice was posted on the bulletin board at the proper time. Chief?
One of the things I was asked to look at, I put the speed sentry device up. We had lowered the speed limit north of 31 between Lakeshore and South Bay to 45 miles an hour. The speed limit is considerably faster as you're going south. But one of my concerns was the number of serious accidents we've had at South Bay and 31 over the years. We've also had a couple of fatalities at that intersection. And so what I did was put the speed sentry device up going northbound through the intersection about 200 feet so that we were tracking the traffic as it was coming through the traffic intersection, through the traffic light. And what I found was most of the traffic wasn't slowing down as it was going through the traffic lights, which does create a very dangerous situation, especially on that road. So my recommendation is that we need to slow that traffic down as it's going northbound at least, and so they do slow down for that intersection as we did for the north of 31 part of South Bay Road.
Are you suggesting that it be the same speed?
Well, it would make sense to have consistency all the entire road.
Which
Instead
is?
of changing, I think it becomes very confusing when you're going from 35 to 45 to 55 and you're on the same road.
What is the other side? What did we change it, 45?
45.
45? I'll open the public hearing at this time. Solicit comments from those who are in favor of the speed reduction. Give your name and address, please.
That's Zaleski Van Antwerp Drive. This doesn't pertain to speed reduction. I'm talking about the corner of South Bay and Route 31. You're going east, and you want to turn north on South Bay Road. And the cars pass the other ones while they're waiting for to turn left or go straight. And there are so many close corners right in that area. Can't you paint signs there, like, or lines in the road like you do on Thompson Road and Route 31? Prevent people from going out beyond that line on the edge of the road from passing the cars on the right.
That's been suggested, Ed. I believe when the chief and I think you were and I were at the state, and they said about the reconstruction of that corner, they've got some issues, serious issues with that corner that they're aware of.
Yeah, South Bay and 31 and Thompson and 31 are two intersections that they're seriously looking at to make some significant changes to it, putting turn lanes in there.
Why can't you just put the lines in there now?
Well, that's the
It's
state has to
dangerous,
do
it's
that.
bad.
It's a state road.
So what? I mean, so you can go to the state and down.
We can ask. Yeah, okay. We can ask.
Don't ask a sensible question.
Because, you know, you're always potential accident right in that
You know how
corner.
the state operates, Ed.
Yeah, well, do something about it.
We were turned down on numerous occasions for many reductions of speed when the state reviewed them for us.
Tell them I push you. That's an awful.
Is anyone else who's in favor? Give your name and address, please.
Yeah, Michael Connor, Henrik Woods Road. I submitted the petition with, I think, 30 names on it. And I agree with what Chief Snell said, the reasons to lower the speed, basically.
Thank you.
Sure.
So anyone else would like to speak in favor? Give your name and address, please.
Tom Baloo, 6121 Palm Summit. I would also concur that I think it's a great idea. I was hoping perhaps this section should have been changed back when we did the entire South Bay area. All the way from North Syracuse up to the lake, would have been consistently 45. I think you have around 300 homes coming out of the pastures. You have various homes now coming out of the Nate's Lane, and the homes are built there. And I think the chief brought up another point. You know, as much as I try to get through the intersection over 30 on a bike, I just can't cruise over 30. I just can't. But one of the problems is trying to get through that intersection. Perhaps supervisor ought to look at asking the state to, which I'm rather fond of course, having worked there for 35 years.
Retired from that.
Very proud. I think there are a lot of good people there.
There are many.
And perhaps they don't make the right decisions, but one thing they could be looking at perhaps is increasing the yellow delay time at that intersection, so it seems like it's around 5 seconds, Chief, if you've seen. And I mean, at 55 miles an hour, that doesn't give you a lot of time to clear through that intersection, and the next person perhaps isn't paying attention and starts through it, and you have a collision. So perhaps that is something that you might inquire the state to look at, increasing the yellow delay. And I agree 100% with that. The state may be looking at perhaps a year or 2 years down the road, reconfiguring and putting turning lanes in. But for the time being, because you have such very narrow turning lanes and radiuses, that they should go in there and put the hatch lines to keep people from driving, supposedly keep them from driving on those shoulders when they're going through the intersection, and it creates blind spots for traffic trying to cross through or make turns, as he pointed out. So, thank you.
We will get a letter out to the state in regards to those conditions.
Yeah, sometimes.
Is there anyone else who would like to speak in favor? Would anyone like to speak in opposition? I'll close the public hearing at this time. Solicit town board comments.
Well, the last time this was brought up, I felt that we've got, if you're going south, we got 2 roads coming in from the west side, and if you're going north towards the lake, you got 4 on the right side, in a short section of road that it's a good thing to drop it back to 45, which utilizes the whole road from North Syracuse to South Bay is 45 miles an hour.
If you talk to some people in the pastures, and I have had conversations with quite a few, those folks are in favor of reducing that speed limit on that section because they have a hard time in the morning getting out and making turns onto that road.
Just like Vernon pointed out, let's make it contiguous, 45 the entire length. Let's not go from 45 to 55 back to 45. It doesn't make any sense. We just got through doing that on Bartell Road. We need to do it on a lot of our roads, or any of our roads that where we have these ups and downs.
I agree with the consistency issue, and also, as Charlotte brought up, it'll be, at least the cars won't be traveling that as fast, in theory anyway, when exiting and entering through the pastures or Nate's Lane there, and therefore will hopefully reduce the proneness on the accidents that may occur over there. So I'm in favor of it also.
I'm not going to repeat everything that's been said, but I'm also in favor. I believe we asked for reduction at least 3 times prior to.
Yeah.
It was always turned down, so I would be in favor of it also at this time. Would like to make a motion?
I make a motion, reduce the speed limit to 45 miles an hour, South Bay Road between Thompson and Route 31.
Second.
I'll second.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Ms. Tarwacki?
Yes.
Mr. Ryback?
Yes.
Mr. Coral?
Yes.
Mr. Buzinski?
Yes.